Rudy Gobert is going to win Defensive Player of the Year because he shut the entire NBA down. I mean,
I knew.
what's going on,
Slide in
everybody?
like Chris Collinsworth.
Welcome to an episode of Let Me Finish. This time we're going to be talking about what if the NBA season is now just canceled for this year.
Or at least the regular season's done.
But we'll find out. We'll talk about both because COVID-19 has put the season on suspension for an indefinite amount of time. But anyway, we're going to talk about who should win the MVP, who should win Rookie of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year, All NBA teams, if we declare a champion, things like that. So we're going to start with the MVP, and I'm going to go first for once, which is a surprise to everybody. And if you watched our Who Should Win MVP video between LeBron and Giannis, because that's who it's between, you might be surprised at my answer, but I think Giannis should win the MVP if they were to give it to somebody at this point.
Hold on. You watched him beat Giannis and Kawhi, and now you have flipped that to Giannis? Explain.
I think that one of my main arguments for LeBron winning the MVP was the totality of the season being an arc. And I think that what happened is his arc was kind of cut off and paused. And so most of the reason why I said that LeBron was going to win is because he was going to lead his team as the point guard, as carrying the Lakers, who were burdening a great tragedy on his shoulders. I said that he was going to lead them to the first spot in the league, and I said that was the main reason why he would win. But he wasn't able to do that because the season got suspended. And if it was just canceled, or if it is just canceled, then he won't be able to complete that. And I think that Giannis, up until that point, though they had a bad weekend, he was just playing out of his mind. And his team is still first in the NBA, and he is still first in PER ever. And
no, he's not first in PER ever now. Actually, that weekend was bad enough. That weekend for Giannis was bad enough that he's still great in PER, like all time is an all-time reference, but he's not first anymore.
All right. So what do you think about the MVP? This might be.
I mean, I think it's still Giannis. Like he's still giving you 13, 30 and or whatever, and 30 and 13 and 30 minutes a night. Basically, his team is still at 53 wins, and while they may not have actually ended up being at 70 wins, they were going to be damn close. And since the season did end, while I thought LeBron that weekend gave himself a shot, if he pulled off something and it looked like Giannis was going to be hurt, and so maybe the Bucks fall off a little bit. But the season ended, and so I'm still on it's Giannis. It's the totality of the season. It's Giannis.
So Rookie of the Year, 1, 2, 3. It's Ja.
What a shock there. Yeah, the guy that played
ever been Ja. But
yeah, the guy that almost played 60 games versus the guy that can't
Zion played a third 19 of the games that Ja played. It's not even a discussion. Ja, you win it.
It's really not. And he got Memphis into the playoffs.
Yeah. So Defensive Player of the Year, if they ended it right here, Alex, who do you think?
Who do I think? So who will win it? Probably Anthony Davis. There's a lot of momentum to that. Who should win it? Probably Rudy Gobert again, honestly. Still the center of that defense there in Utah. Giannis still. The on-court, off-court numbers defensively with Anthony Davis and the Lakers are not what you think they would be with a superstar. with the guy that's supposed to be winning Defensive Player of the Year. So I would go with Rudy Gobert. I think Giannis has a good shot, but I ultimately think AD's going to win it. But I think that's more of a narrative than necessarily.
All right. I'm gonna put this to rest. The answer is Rudy Gobert, like you said. Maybe not for the reason that you think. Rudy Gobert is going to win Defensive Player of the Year because he shut the entire NBA down.
I knew.
So, all right, moving on.
The most interesting part of this.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, the second most interesting part of this discussion. Do we declare a champion? No.
Champion. I don't think so either. I don't think you can do that because there's so many things that happen in the play. You can't even pick a conference winner. I don't think you can do that personally.
No, and I mean declaring conference winner is unless you're the Clippers and that's like the best you would have done in the history of your franchise. Like, no, we don't put up banners for that. So that's not really a big deal. No, the real question is like, would you declare a champion? Or like, did LeBron miss his shot at number 4?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he has yet either. Like, if they cancel the whole season, obviously, like he missed this year. But I think they'll still be a contender next year.
Definitely. If they cancel this season and then go into
the playoffs.
Well, not even the playoffs. Like if the whole thing is canceled and then free agency just opens up then the Lakers now have basically a free agency to gear up for the next one because this one didn't happen. So, I mean, if they want to try and do something in free agency, then they just get a free agency.
Well, if they want to try and do something in free agency, it becomes really interesting if you look at the Clippers. Right? Like if the season just ends and there's no postseason, like Paul George and Kawhi Leonard only signed 2-year deals. So that would be 1 year of the Kawhi Paul George
really bad for them.
Whoop. And like Marcus Morris, if I'm not mistaken, expiring contract.
Lakers, listen to me. Listen to me. Have Rondo be like an honorary captain, assistant coach. Because he's really smart at basketball, but he's a liability. All right, so that's going to be it for this video. We're going to have another shorter video talking about the All-NBA teams that we think if the season is canceled. That one's going to be separate because it's kind of an offshoot and not everybody cares about it. So if you enjoyed this video, like the video, tell us what you think in the comments, subscribe, hit the bell. We love you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.